Namaste. Welcome to Datta Kriya Yoga. I'm Sushila. I'm coming to you from Santa Cruz, California, USA, near the ocean and the beach. And the sun has just come up here in California. It's beautiful. You can see I have my puppy, always playful. She may come in and out of the frame during class, and she seems like she's in a playful mood today. So hope you like puppies. We'll start with the prayers, but before we get there, let's come to a comfortable seat. So your sit bones are on the earth. I'm propped up on a pillow because that feels good to me, and allows me to have a long spine with the natural curves of the spine in the back. I'll turn Swamiji down for a sec. So come to that comfortable seat, the sit bones on the earth, and the head extended towards the sky. So you have this long, beautiful spine. Sit here for a minute and close the eyes. Allow the eyes to rest gently into the eye sockets. Allow the face to relax. And allow the belly to expand and contract as you breathe. The hip bones, the pelvis rest on the earth. The legs are relaxed. The feet are relaxed. Bring your hands to Namaskara Mudra in front of the heart. So you're in prayer position with the left thumb over the right at the level of the heart center. Fingertips gently touching. And we'll begin, as we always do, with the prayers to the teacher, the guru, and to the Devi. Shri Bhuyata Shri Hare Chinhitapyam Agastya Rekharvi Ranchitapyam Negudhavi Jakshara Mudritapyam Namo Namasa Guru Padukapyam Mulataram Tata Swadishtanam Shamanpurakam Anahatam Vishuddhakyam Anya Chakram Vidabhutaha Tavatara Swarupani Kona Chakrani Parvati Trikona Rupani Shakti Bindu Rupa Shiva Smritaha Adina Bhava Sambandhas Tasmat Bindu Trikonayo Hari Om Tat Sat. Jai Guru Datta. And so, keeping the eyes closed, we'll begin with a gentle pranayam, placing the hands over the knees in Jnana Mudra. So the thumb and the first index finger touch, and the other three fingers extend on the knees. And we'll begin to come into this deep yogic breath. Breathing into the belly, letting the belly expand, letting the ribs expand in the upper chest, and exhaling. Inhaling into the belly, and the ribs, and the upper chest, and exhaling. Inhaling again. And exhaling, bringing the attention to the third eye point right above the brows in the center. And allowing the mantra, if you have one, to chant internally as you inhale and exhale. So we'll be here for 5 more breaths. Having your attention on opening the ribs all the way around the body. And if thoughts come to the mind, allow them to gently flow away. Two more deep belly breaths. Sitting up tall. And bring your hands together at the end of that last exhale and rub them vigorously. And get some heat going. And place those palms over the eyes. And blink the eyes open into the palms. And place those hands back down on the knees. Now you might want to shift position, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going into Sukhasana now. And we're going to bring our hands up behind our head. So you're going to clasp your hands like so. And place them just at the base of your head where it meets the neck. So the back of the head. Breathe here. And then on your next inhale, you're going to open the elbows really wide. And then you're going to close them in on the exhale. So you can close the eyes now. And inhale to open the elbows. And exhale to close. Opening the chest. Waking up the back body and the chest. This is a Nadi Shuddhi Vyayama. So it's a Nadi clearing exercise. The nadis of 72,000 energy channels through which the prana flows. And by doing these simple Nadi Shuddhi exercises, we can open those channels. So we have beautiful energy and we're free of disease, we're healthy. Put it in a better way. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling and exhaling. And take those arms out to the side. Take the fingers together and place those fingertips on the shoulders. From here, we're going to exhale down and inhale up as the elbows meet, maybe, and come all the way up next to your ears. So inhale up. Exhale back and down. You can close the eyes again now that you have it. Moving with your breath. Knowing that your breath length is not the same as mine or anyone else's. So move to your own breath. Get into touch with your body today. And reverse it out. So we're going to go inhaling up and exhaling forward. Inhaling back and up, exhaling forward. Inhaling back and up, exhaling forward. Keep going. 3 more rounds. Moving very slowly and deliberately. Moving with intention through the whole practice today. When you're done with that, just place the hands on the knees. Take a couple breaths. Let that settle. And now, because I always do some wrist work, as you all know, I work in, well, you might not know, I work in marketing in Silicon Valley. I have this 10-hour-a-day job, right? I'm on a mouse. So these are some things you could do during the day, even during a meeting, since nobody can see you, right? Take some breaths, do some shoulder opening exercises, and then we'll work on the wrists. So take the hands out in front, and we're gonna rotate them in one direction. Fingers closed. And then the other. And then we're going to squeeze the fist. So we're going to come to this open hand position. See? And then we're going to almost squeeze the fist like you have a ball in there. Keeping the arms straight. Inhaling to open and exhaling to close. Open and close. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Let's do two more. And exhale and inhale and exhale. And then from there, just flick the fingers like you're flicking water. And shake it out. Shake the arms out. Place the hands on the sides of the body on the earth. Maybe just the fingertips touch down. With that long spine. Let's inhale to raise the left arm up overhead. And we'll switch. So inhale. Starting to bring in some more movement. I think of this as I'm laying on a very still lake. I'm back floating. And I'm moving my arms very gently through this water, making these swirl patterns. On your next inhale, we're going to land down on the right hand, extend the left up just like we were, really high, and then up and over. Maybe you turn the neck to look at the ceiling, or if the neck's not feeling it, you look down. Inhale to rise, take other side. Sorry about that. That's prema. Prema, leave it. Leave it. Inhale up to the other side. 3 breaths. Opening the side body. And up and over to the other side. 3 breaths to open the side body, the underarm, the hip. Come all the way up. And let's bring our arms up overhead, looking up at the palms, turning the palms out, and taking the hands down to the earth. Let's do that one more time. Beautiful. You can take out the pillow if you've been using one, like I have, and remove the dog toy from the field of view. Oh boy, puppies. She's very good at trying my patience, so I'm grateful for her. She's one of my teachers, one of my many teachers. We're going to bring our feet together in Baddha Konasana, so the soles of the feet touch. Place the fingers, clasp the hands, and I like to do this in every class. And you know, if this hurts your back, or if your back is rounding a lot, you can use a pillow, or you can go up against a wall to have that long spine. It's pretty important in this practice so that the prana can flow. If the back is hunched, it's not easy for the prana to flow. So take it a little bigger, warming up the hips. Bring a little smile to the face. Flap the wings of the butterfly. Beautiful. Let that land. And then bring the feet out a little further. We're going to inhale to rise and exhale to fold. So we're folding at the level, inhale, rise. We're folding at the level of the lumbar spine, the low back. Not the upper back, but the low back. So start this out by looking forward. And then inhale to rise. Do it a couple more times. Maybe the hands come forward. And then final time, inhale, rise all the way up, long spine. And exhale, fold at the lumbar spine. And I like to use my elbows as a prop. I like to place my fingertips at the third eye center as a reminder to come back to stillness. Letting the hips open. On the next inhale, rise up. And let's go into Dandasana. So we'll be here for 3 breaths. So you're going to sit here with your hip bones on the earth, long spine. And to help you with that, you're going to place your hands next to the body. And my arms are really long, so I place them behind a little bit. So I'm basically propping myself up. And in this position, come to stillness. Allow the shoulders to ride down the back. Relax the neck. So even though we're in this place of holding, we're not holding the breath, we're not holding on to tension, we're sitting in grace in this posture. And take the hands back a little further. You can lean back a little bit and spread the legs. About a foot apart. You see I have my toes flexed. That's a habit from Hatha Yoga teaching, but I encourage you to do so as well. You can work the front of your shins in this way. On the exhale, bring the toes together, and the inhale, bring the toes out. Exhale together. Inhale out, exhale together, inhale out, and together, out. Let's do 2 more, and out. And then from here, bring the feet a little closer together, sit up a little longer, and we're just going to do some ankle circles. Breathing with that deep belly breath, yogic breath. And then switch it out. Go the opposite way. Let's flex the toes and point. And flex. And point. And flex. And point. So continuing along with this journey of the foot, let's come back into Sukhasana, Ardha Padmasana. Basically, I want you to have access to the sole of your foot here, okay? And just going to give yourself an easy little massage. So massage all parts of the foot. I'm really digging in with my thumb. And my fingers are on the top of my foot. My thumbs are on the arch side of my foot. So go up and down the arch. And then all the way into your heel. So many points here. Let's bring the attention to the toes. And we're just gonna pinch, not hard, but pinch the toes at the base, the thumb and finger, and then go to the middle and then the tip. And we'll do all 5 toes. Relaxing the mind. Allow yourself to feel what you feel here, right? And I'm gonna tap my feet. And since we're here, and we've got this leg available, let's massage the leg. So I'm placing my fingers on the front of the shin, tibialis anterior, and then the thumbs are kneading the calf muscles. You know, there are a lot of muscles in the calves, not just one big muscle. So let's make sure we get all of them. And we'll go up and down 3 times. But take your time. There's no rush here in yoga, right? You have nowhere to be at this moment. And when you're done with that, let's switch legs. So we're going to go back into massaging the foot, getting the pads, the toes, the sole of the foot, every little piece of the foot, that arch, all the way to the sides, and then down through the heel. Your Achilles tendon attaches in the heel, and so many other tendons, but that's a biggie. You want to give it some love. And then we're going to work our way up to the toes again. And we're going to do that gentle pinching at the base, in the middle, and the tip of each toe. We don't think about our feet much, right? They're just there. We walk on them all day. But when we have an injury, we really think about them. And I've had a few injuries over the years, being a triathlete and runner and just living life. You know, so I encourage you to take really good care of these feet. They support you all day long. And from there, let's work our way up onto the calf. We're going to massage up and down the calf, getting your shins, as you can see. And then my thumbs are digging into the calf, gently, firmly but gently. Or is that opposite? I think it's opposite. With enough pressure so that it feels good. How's that? 3 times up and down. And then when you're finished, bring the legs out, shake them out. And now we're going to come to our toes. So we're not getting up, not standing up yet. We're going to come to our feet, and I'm going to the side so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to come onto my knees, and we're going to come onto the toes. And I'm reaching back because my pinky toes tend to go under, so I'm pulling them forward so they're facing the same direction as all the other toes. And we're going to sit here for about 30 seconds, bringing the attention to the breath, and close the eyes. And this is, again, that place of being comfortable while you're uncomfortable. How can we be in a more graceful, easeful place when things are not so great? Right now, this is, opening the arch, the toes. It's a deep stretch. And you should not be in pain. So if you're in pain, back out. Anytime you're in pain in yoga, you should not be. So back out and change the position. But contemplate that as we stay here for 10 more seconds. How can you be in grace while you're a little uncomfortable? You can breathe. Take those deep yogic breaths. It's always your first line of defense. You can allow the thoughts of pain go. It's just a thought. And finally, we can back out of this posture by coming to hands and knees and tapping the toes. Tap, 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 tap. I'm going to remove my scarf. Guys, it's chilly here today in Santa Cruz. I think it was in the 40s last night, which means 15 degrees Celsius or something. It's cold. For me, it's cold. I know I'm a baby, but it's cold. Come to hands and knees. Tuck the toes and bring the knees up just a little bit. So bring the knees down, untuck the toes. Let's make sure the knees are in line with the hips and the hands are in line with the shoulders. With the first index finger pointing forward, the thumbs are spread wide and the fingers are open. Okay, so from there, you're in a good position, a safe position to come into a down dog. We're going to tuck the toes and come up an inch at a time. As you inhale and exhale at every inch. So stop here, inhale and exhale. As you draw the belly towards the spine and raise the hips up ever so slowly. Up, 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 and back. So it's not just up, right? It's up and back. So now I'm in my down dog. Let's pedal the dog out. Walk your dog. Bending and straightening the knees. And we can hold that there. We're going to walk our hands back all the way to the feet, which is a little unusual, I know. And come to this forward fold. You can bend the knees if you need to, if that feels right. Pull the stomach in, belly button to spine. Allow the shoulders to ride up the back. So you're not in a hunchy position, you're in a comfortable position. Rotate forward on the toes. Look at the feet. Place the hands on the earth. And then finally allow the head to dangle. 3 breaths here. And on the inhale, bend the knees a lot and slowly, slowly, as you inhale, raise up 1 vertebra at a time. Roll the shoulders down the back. I'm going to move this so you can see me a little better. I think that's about right. All right, we'll try it. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so here we are standing. We're going to place the feet right under the hips, right? And the hands face forward, open palms, shoulders roll down the back. Strengthen the quads. Head extends long. From here, we're going to inhale to raise up on the toes. We've done this before, and exhale to come down. This is one of the hardest things for me in yoga to do. And come down. Inhale, rise. And when you exit this, when you come down slowly. Pretend there's something very gentle or soft behind your heels and you don't want to squish it when you come down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Come on up. And down. So it should be getting easier to gracefully rise and come all the way down. We'll do 2 more. Inhaling, rise. And coming down. And holding at the top this time for 3 breaths. Finding a point to gaze upon that's not moving. And then ever so slowly come down. If you're comfortable, close the eyes. In this beautiful standing position, this perfect posture. Blink open the eyes gradually, shake out the legs. From here, you can bring your big toe mounts to touch, or you can keep them separated, hips distance, your choice. I'm gonna be with the easeful place today and keep my feet separated. I'm gonna inhale to raise the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, we're gonna just go over to one side. So we look like the moon. Inhale to raise up, exhale over the other side. You can see my hips are moving to the side. My ankles are bending. Inhale up and over. Inhale to rise. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Come up, bring the arms all the way back down. Couple shoulder rolls. Inhaling, shoulders forward, up and back. And go the other way. We're going to do it since we're up. Let's do a little bit of balancing work. We're going to go into, let's go into tree pose. So I'm going to take my left foot and come to my tippy toes on the earth, which should seem pretty easy, right? And then you're going to turn the hip out, so you outwardly rotate the hip. So you may be perfect here. This is your tree with your toes on the earth and your heel just above the ankle. Or you may come up to the calf region. Or you may come all the way up to the upper inner thigh. Now the way I've found that this works the best is to really work on your root lock, pulling up and in from that base, that Muladhara chakra. Right? So when you're there, you're a little more stable. And then I push my sole of my foot into my inner thigh. And I push my thigh into my sole of my foot. And I come to this open position, and maybe bringing the arms out wide is easier. You bring them in a prayer position, where you can extend them up like a glorious tree. You can bring some waving in. And finally, if you're really feeling it, you can close your eyes. Breathe deep belly breaths. On your next inhale, see I just fell out of it, but that's cool. Just go right back into it. Bring your hands to your heart center. Bring the knee forward. Extend the leg forward. Be here for a breath. It's not easy. And place it down all the way. Shake out the feet if you like. Hands to the sides of the body. And here comes Prema. Curious about tree pose. So we'll take second side. So big toe, the toes to the earth to start. Open the hip. Place the foot, one foot next to the other. Pull in at the root chakra level. And she's going to sit right in front of me. It's so funny. She wants the attention. She's looking at you guys. She's my yoga dog. So bring the foot up to wherever is comfortable. Place the hands at the heart center. Breathe here. Grow your tree as you like. You can move the tree. You know, the trees are graceful, right? They flow with the wind, their leaves move, the branches sway. And they don't break until they're diseased and old. And this is how we should be in this life. Coming to stillness. Placing the hands at the heart center. Lifting the knee forward and extending the leg forward for a breath. And placing it down. Woo! You can close the eyes or open the eyes and shake the legs out. And we're going to do one more thing, a little kind of a balancing pose, but it's also another hip opener. I'll hold from here, I'll come over to the side. We're going to take the left foot forward, lift it up, and place the ankle. See, I'm placing the ankle right above my knee joint, not on the knee. We're in this figure, standing figure 4, or a pigeon. And so you could be here, very cool to be here. Or you could slowly start to bend the knee that you're supported on. I'm going to have to ask her to move. And come down to the earth. I like to look forward here. And then I like to bring my toes around my upper arm. You can straighten this knee now, or keep it bent for a deeper hip opener. Place the hands on the earth. And then roll back. I won't take the arm balance. And then come on up and out of it. And we'll take second side. I think my dog is seeing herself on the video and it's freaking her out. She doesn't understand. Oh, Prima. Okay, let's go second side. Oh, you're so cute. Okay, so I lifted my knee, right? I open the hip. I place the ankle above the knee. And this may be your edge. And if it's your edge, just be here, it's fine, totally cool. Otherwise, bend the knee. So you're in the sitting figure 4. And my hip isn't as open on this side, so I'm not going to take the hands to the floor, but you can if you like. I'm happy to stay here. Opening the hip, sitting a little deeper to open it further. She's my little support dog right now. Prima, oh no, she's growling at herself. That's not you, that's not you. Leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. All right, coming out of the pose. Shaking it out, shaking the legs. Nice job. And then finally, let's open the legs wide. My legs are about 3 feet apart. Inhale to raise the arms overhead. And exhale to fold forward at the hips, placing the hands under the shoulders. So I'm looking at my hands with a long spine. Come up onto the fingertips as you inhale, and exhale, come down a little further with a long spine, looking at your hands. Then we'll do that again. Inhale to rise halfway, and exhale to fold. Okay, this is really amusing today, Prima. You never know what she's gonna do. It's like life, right? You never know what's gonna come your way. How do you handle it? Okay, so we're gonna bring our hands all the way forward. Prima, sit down. Sit. Sit. Stay. Stay. Namaste. Look. Toy. We bring our hands all the way forward. So our hips are in line with our ankles. You're in this wide-legged downward dog, which should feel really good. And we're going to take our right hand and we're going to reach to the side of our left ankle. Or you may reach to the shin level. And you're going to pull yourself into a nice twist. Breathing here. Deep belly breaths. We'll come out of that slowly, and we're going to take second side. So now I'm going to take my left hand and take it to I'm threading the needle through my dog's legs and coming over to the ankle. This is like twister yoga at this point. Breathing into the ribs or any area that feels tight. And then we're going to come forward to that long, that wide-legged down dog again. And you're going to walk your hands under your shoulders and then turn your hands the other direction and walk them through the legs. So you're in this wide-legged forward fold. Be here for a couple breaths. Letting the head relax, turning the head from side to side. And when you're ready, place the hands once again under the shoulders. Breathe here. And we're going to come over onto one side. Remember, they can't see my foot. Move, move, move. Thank you. Okay, so you can see my knee is bent deeply and my other foot is extended long. So I feel a nice groin stretch and adductor stretch here. And then we're going to go over to the other side. And then we're going to come up. And just because we're here with our feet wide, roll all the way up to this deep squat. Bring the arms up all the way out. And we're coming to goddess pose. No, Grandma, no. Leave it, honey. Leave it. Leave it. Breathing here. Go a little deeper, sit a little lower. Bring the hands to heart center. One breath. And then place the hands on the earth and walk your heel toe your feet in so they're a little wider than your shoulders and come down so that you're sitting. I call it sitting on my feet. So what you get to do here, if your heels are up, that's fine. Actually, let's everybody bring the heels up and a little closer together. You can see. So I'm up on my toes. Our last little toe balance. You can bring your feet so close together that your heels touch. And bring the hands to heart center. Last little footwork for the day. Beautiful. Come on down onto your hands and knees. I'm going to turn to the side. And we're just going to sit down, allowing the big toes to touch and the heels to go to the side. Place the hands on the knees. Sit up tall. From here, come back to hands and knees. Cross one leg, lower leg over the other. And then roll over the knees and sit down on your booty, as we say in the US. Actually, I take that back. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted this to be on our bellies. So come to your bellies. Come to your belly so that your body is really long. Yeah, you can see me. Perfect. Place the forehead on the earth and the hands just next to the shoulders. Elbows are tucked. Bring the tops of the feet to the earth. Push into the tops of the feet first. Breathe here. And inhale to rise the head up. The shoulders come off the mat. And then lift your hands up. Push into the tops of the feet. 2 breaths. 1 breath. And come down. Place the left ear on the mat. And then open the legs so that the inner arches are on the ground. We're going to do another one, another round here. So tops of the feet touch down really hard so your legs are strong and your knees are off the earth. Forehead to the earth. Hands come next to the shoulders. Elbows tucked. Shoulders roll down the back. So that's your starting position. And as you inhale, You're going to energetically pull those hands back, but not move them. Pushing into the tops of the feet. Now, you can push into the hands and come up a little higher. Hopefully it feels really good. This nice back bend. Shoulders come down the back. Bring a pleasant look to the face. Relax the back and the hips as you roll all the way down. Open the feet again so that the inner soles are on the earth. It's a nice way to relax the hips when you're on your belly. And then we're going to go into one more version here, a little deeper. We're going to take, once again, the soles of the feet to the earth, the forehead to the earth. We're going to reach our hands back so that the palms face down. And on the inhale, we're going to rise all the way up. So you get to finally raise the feet up, yay! And clap your feet together. Keep those feet together now. Come up a little higher, and a little higher, and a little higher, and come all the way down. Open those feet. Relax. And breathe into the belly. Now all I'm going to ask you to do is to take your arms out long and roll over onto your back. For one more back bend and one more twist. You're going to bend your knees a lot and place them right behind your glutes. Ideally here you'd be able to reach your ankles, the front of your ankles, and grab on with your hands. So I'm relaxed down here, and then we're going to come up very slowly into a little back bend. And then we're going to roll down. So do that 3 more times, inhaling to rise, and exhaling to roll down. Inhaling, rise up. Exhaling, rolling down. And last time, we'll hold here at the top for 3 breaths. Come on to the tops of the shoulders, looking up at the ceiling. Come up a little higher. And last inhale, a little higher. And on the exhale, start to roll it all the way down, taking your time. Now allow the knees to go to one side slowly, then up and over to the other side. And the subtle twist. And now, please take the feet up to the sides, as wide as the mat, or maybe wider. My mat's pretty narrow. Allow the feet to openly, outwardly rotate. Just relax. And then place the hands about a foot from the body, palm side up. And you can come to Chin Mudra, or just relax the fingers. Relax the palms. Become aware of the back of the hand on the earth. The wrists are relaxed. The forearms and upper arms are relaxed. The shoulders touch down on the earth. The upper upper shoulders and the chest are relaxed. Relaxing the belly, the internal organs, allowing them to float down. No holding, just floating down. Allow the upper back and the ribs, mid-back, low back, glutes, hip muscles, pelvis area, everything contained in there to relax. Taking the attention to the thighs, the backs of the thighs and the fronts of the thighs, the knees, shins, and the calves, calf muscles, following the Achilles tendon all the way down to the heels, and the arches of the feet, tops of the feet, the pads of the toes. So we relax the feet and the calves and the knees, the hips and the pelvis, the front body and the back body, especially the shoulders, the arms, hands. And turning your attention to the neck, the front of the neck, the sides of the neck. Then the jaw relaxes. The mouth, the tongue, and the palate relax, along with the back of the throat. The lips relax, and the nose, and the cheeks, the eyes, gateway to the soul. Third eye, forehead, temples, even the ears, from the points where they touch the body, all the way out, relax. Finally, the back of the crown, the scalp, the entire top of the head relaxes. Amritasana. And coming back to the body, feeling the beautiful inhale of the breath through the nostrils, the surface awareness of the breath in the lungs. Bringing some subtle movements to the body. And bringing the arms overhead and the legs out long to come into that good morning or good evening stretch. Stretching long and relaxing. And we'll do that one more time. Inhaling, stretch long, 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 long. And relax. From here, roll over onto one side, preferably the right if it's morning and the left if it's evening. Bending the knees and resting your head on the upper arm. Take 3 breaths here. And with the eyes closed, come up to a comfortable seated position. And so we end where we began. Sit bones on the earth, crown extended towards the sky with a long spine, knees and hips relaxed, hands at heart center. And be here while I chant the prayers for us, all of us. Or if you know them, please join, chorus. Shri Bhuyata Shri Hare Chinhitapyam Agastya Rekarabi Ranchitapyam Nigudha Vijakshra Mudritapyam Namo Namasa Kuru Padukapyam Muladaram Tata Swarishtanancha Manapurikam Anahatam Vishudhakyam Anya Chakram Vidabudha Tavatara Swarupani Kona Chakrani Pavati Tukona Rupani Shakti Bindu Rupa Shiva Shmita Pavina Bhava Sambandhas Tasmat Bindu Tukona Yo Hari Om Tat Sat. Please take me from the lowest to the highest. Take the hands to the forehead and the heart center. Rub the palms briskly. Place the palms over the eyes. Blink into the palms. And namaste. Thanks for joining me today. And since this is on Facebook, if you have any questions, you can always message me privately, and I'll get back to you.